What's going on, guys? I'm Zach from the LumiosePost, where we battle all kinds of Pokemon, and today we're battling someone yet again. And before we do that, let's introduce you to the team. So first off, we have Noivern. Noivern is such a favorite Pokemon of mine, and I finally found a way to make it good. It has Air Slash, Draco Meteor, U-Turn, Boom Burst, and it has a Throat Spray because when he uses that Boom Burst, he kind of needs to, like, clear his throat. So I gave him a Throat Spray to help him out with that, and it also happens to boost his special attack, which is nice, too. Then we have Lucario rocking Psychic, Aura Sphere, Steel Beam, and Vacuum Wave, and I am running Terra Steel Lucario just to give an extra boost to that Steel Beam if we're in a pinch, and he's rocking a Citrus Berry in case he needs to fire off 3 Steel Beams, because Steel Beam will take half your health, but with a Citrus Berry, it basically allows him to use 3 Steel Beams before falling to the recoil from it. Then we have Lokix, the best revenge killer in the game, and he is rocking Sucker Punch, First Impression, Leech Life, and U-Turn, so he can hop on out of there to come back later and kill some more. Next, we have Dragonite, the mascot of the channel, my prized girl. She is rocking Dragon Claw, Earthquake, Dragon Dance, and Extreme Speed, and has a weakness policy so that no one tries to hit us with any ice moves. Then we have Greninja with Surf, Water Shuriken, Extra Sensory, and Dark Pulse. And we've got the Bright Powder because that seemed to work for us last time pretty well. Greninja with that Bright Powder, no one's going to touch him. He's going to keep bopping people out. And the last one isn't necessarily a mon that I usually think of as competitive, but I have been sick of the Mimikyu double team strategies that keep happening to me, so I'm bringing one of my own. Instead of Mimikyu, I'm using the boy Muck, and Muck is bringing Poison Jab, Minimize, which is 2 double teams in 1 move, Drain Punch, and Shadow Sneak, and he has a Black Sludge. He's also Terra Dragon, which is just fun. But yeah, let's get into the match, and I'll tell you about my opponent. Okay, so we are here with our match. Today we are battling Evan, or Pokemon Vibing on Twitter. His Twitter will be linked in the description below. Check him out. He says that he loves battling, so if you're interested in battling people, chances are this is a guy who would be game to battle you. Also, if you would like to battle me, you just need to subscribe to me on Twitter at LumiosePost, or follow me on Twitter. When you're on YouTube and Twitter, you mix the 2 words up, follow and subscribe. But if you follow me on there, there'll be points where I post like, hey, looking to battle, who wants to battle? And if you are there and you comment that you want to battle, we'll get hooked up and we'll battle. Okay, so let's see what my opponent is bringing. I'm nervous about this since he said he likes to battle him. I feel like we're in for a good one. Okay, so Venomoth, King Gambit, Sandy Shocks, Orthworm, I forgot the name for a second there, I'm not going to lie to you, Azumarill, and Baxcalibur. That is a powerful team. That's a tough team. I feel, okay, if the King Gambit has Supreme Overlord, he's probably not going to lead it. So I almost want to make the assumption that we're safe to lead with Noivern, and then worst case scenario, we can U-turn out. None of these things are outspeeding Noivern, so I mean, we do have to worry about Ice Shard from Baxcalibur, but I don't know. Do any of these? None of these things outspeed Lokix. We're leading Lokix. Yeah, we're going to lead Lokix. Well, Sandy Shocks might outspeed Lokix. I'm not familiar with Sandy Shocks' stat spread. It's the tough thing about the Paradox Pokemon for me is that I look at them and I go, Sandy Shocks, okay, well, Magneton stats look like this and its typing looks like this, but that's irrelevant. It's a totally different Pokemon. So maybe that's why they made them from a competitive standpoint. Okay, question of the day. If you had to pick a Pokemon to be with you, one Pokemon that, like, was real, who would you pick? Because I feel like on instinct we'd say our favorite, but think about it. I don't know that you actually would pick your favorite Pokemon for that. Like, my favorite Pokemon's Lucario, but I think I'd go Dragonite. So we're just going to start with a first impression. We're going to start strong here. I don't think he has anything that can really, really, really hurt the Lokix. So, we're going to leave first impression. Spikes. Okay, spikes. Okay, we're not bringing any sashed or, whatever the other one would be, Mons, so I'm not too worried about that. I don't know if we go for a Leech Life or a Sucker Punch here. I feel like we go for Leech Life. It's got a better chance to kill. I don't know if we outspeed, though, so I'm a little nervous about that. I have no idea what Sandy Shock's stats look like. I know it's a special attacker, and it is electric and ground, despite my brain wanting to say steel. It is electric and ground. He is withdrawing. Okay. Okay, what are we going into? I feel like he's Hope. Is that the Azumarill? Yes, that's the Azumarill. Okay. Okay. The fact that he went Azumarill is a little scary. It's starting to make me question if Azumarill does indeed outspeed this thing. If it outspeeds, it's probably going to be going for a play rough. So this is a great time for us to switch into Muck. Okay, yeah, we're going to switch into Muck. We're going to U-turn into Muck here. We don't have to worry about a belly drum because this thing, I mean, it's going to, it's you know, not going to be able to belly drum. Okay, this is great because now we can go into Muck and we can honestly just Shadow Sneak. In fact, it's making me question my Muck decision. It's play roughing, so none of the other ones really want to take that. But this will be nice to get the Azumarill off the field. The fairy type's kind of the scariest thing for us, so that'll be huge. Wow, Muck takes up a very large portion. Okay, he predicted that one for liquidation. Okay, so that's out. Man. I think we go... We're just going to Dragonite and Extreme Speed here. Yeah, Dragonite, Extreme Speed. And then we don't have to worry about our Weakness Policy popping because we're going to outspeed here or our Multi-Scale popping. So then what we can do is... Okay, they're switching. All right. Well, that's okay. We're going to get out a free... No, we're not. Okay, he is Orthworm Jim. I love that name, Orthworm Jim. Okay, I'm nervous now. Because we don't want to Earthquake, because the issue with Earthquake is that it has Earth Eater. So, or I think that's what it's called, where basically it's like it's like Water Absorb, but with ground moves. If it's going for a steel... I think we just switch into Lucario. I think we switch into Lucario. I'm not familiar with Orthworm's stats either, so this is also a little scary. He doesn't have any ghost types, so nothing on his team wants to take an Aura Sphere from Lucario. Stealth Rock. Okay. Yeah, so he's going to pop my Multi-Scale when I go back into Dragonite at any point in this battle. So Dragonite is... Dragonite just took a big hit. But we're going to Aura Sphere. Lokix and Noivern aren't going to like that either. I mean, no one's going to like it. I mean, you know, who likes just being hit with rocks? That's not fun. But yeah, I think we Aura Sphere here. If he switches, nothing on his team really is looking forward to an Aura Sphere. I mean, even his Azumarill, that kills. Oh, God. The element of surprise. Electric. Poison. He's probably going to Earthquake and kill us. I'm imagining this thing gets Earthquake. Shed Tail, that's so much worse. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot worse, Shed-Tail. I would have rather the Earthquake, I think. Nightshade, is that... Okay, Venomoth. I guess it's gonna set up Toxic Spikes. So we're just gonna take this opportunity to Psychic. Okay, thank God. I'm glad we dodged that. I did not expect that thing to outspeed Lucario. Wait, but he didn't. What? What just happened? Does it have some ability that, like, boosts the... What? I'm very confused. As to, are we at a speed tie? Do we speed tie with the Venomoth? We're going to Vacuum Wave because that's going to take it out. Okay. Alright, so we're now... That's one down. I mean, we have one down too, so it is still 5v5. But we... I mean, the Earthworm's weakened, the Sandy Shocks is weakened, and the Azumarill's weakened. And if we outspeed here... Lokix... Well, we don't know if Lokix outspeeded because he switched. So... We're just gonna chance it, and we're... Do we Vacuum Wave? I think we Aura Sphere. Yeah, we're gonna Aura Sphere here. And if we don't outspeed, we don't outspeed. We don't. Well. You live, you learn, one day you die. And Lucario, that day just came for him. So. Okay. We're definitely going to try to preserve Lokix from here because Lokix is a great revenge killer and all his stuff is low. Or not all, but 3 of his things are low, and that's the important thing. And there's the King Gambit, and now I want to go into it now. I think I still do. I think I go Dragonite here, and I Earthquake. But do I predict him switching into Earthworm? I think I do, and I Dragon Dance. Because he might know I'm going for Earthquake. It's a question of, does Dragonite have Fire Punch or Earthquake in his head right now? But the fact that he switched into Earthworm on Dragonite earlier makes me think he knows it's Earthquake. That's not good. Okay. Now we're just gonna Earthquake, and if he switches, then that's just... Oh, he's gonna Sucker Punch. He's gonna Sucker Punch. He totally has Sucker Punch on that thing. Wow. Okay, I'm sorry, Dragonite. That is on me. Oh, okay. No, it's not Dragonite. It's not on me. Okay, so what's the rest of his team looking like? I think we go Greninja, honestly. I think we go Greninja and we Surf here. Because we definitely outspeed. So we Surf here. Gonna get off a Sucker Punch. So he did have Sucker Punch. I wonder why I didn't use that in Dragonite there. Maybe it was to make me think he didn't and let my guard down, go out Greninja, in which case, very well played. Okay, so that's 2 of his Mons down. The Sandy Shocks is weakened. The Earthworm is weakened. The Azumarill is weakened. So there's only one thing at full health. And we still have a Noivern at full health. It's the Baxcalibur, too. What is this? This is the Sandy Shocks. So, we're going to Water Shuriken here. Okay. So now it's just the Azumarill, the Earthworm, and the Baxcalibur left. My opponent is playing great. We're gonna Dark Pulse, see what damage we can get off. Hope for the flinch. Nope. Okay, now here's the strategy with Noivern. So with Noivern, we are going to Terra Normal it. And what that'll do is that'll make sure we don't have to worry about an Ice Shard coming in. And we're going to Draco Meteor this thing and just get rid of it. That way, Ice Shard does not hit us with that 4 times weakness. So, yeah, okay. So we did predict right there. He did go for Ice Shard, and we're going to slap him with a Draco Meteor. And our special attack's going to go down 2 stages, which, you know, obviously, like, isn't fun, but, you know, it is what it is. Gonna Aqua Jet, and he'll be able to kill me at that range with Aqua Jet. We're gonna Boom Burst just in case. That's our strongest move at this stage. Yeah, Aqua Jet does kill. And now we go into Lokix, and we hope to clean up. The Earthworm does scare me because that thing is bulky. But we're going to First Impression here, and we're going to take out the Azumarill for sure. Oh, okay. Okay, but we learned that we do outspeed the Azumarill, so we're just going to... We're going to go for a Sucker Punch, is what we're going to go for with Azumarill. Just in case it Aqua Jets. That way we're using a priority move too, so we outspeed. Yep. Okay, awesome. So that was a very fun match. That was a super tough match. Be sure to show my opponent Evan some love in the comments down below, as well as just a love for these boys, because I think they did a great job and deserve it. Also, be sure to comment down below the answer to the question of the day, which again is, which Pokemon would you bring if you had to bring a Pokemon to life, who would it be? Don't just pick your favorite. Think about it. If it is your favorite, great. But if it's not, say who it is. Also, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Again, my opponent will be linked in the description below if you want to check out his Twitter. A great battler. Highly recommend. Made me very nervous. Evan, you did a great job. And until next time, I will see all of you later.